Hi everyone, this is Tammy from Tammy Colors 2, and today you are here for your mostly regular installment of Time for a Cuppa, a celebration of tea coloring book where we drink the tea and color in the book. Coloring book is by Racine. I have a link to it in the description. So if you have missed, we are on today's video number 20. Look at that. So we have done so far Assam, Boba, Ceylon, Chai, Chamomile, Dandelion, Darjeeling, Gray, English, or Earl Grey, sorry, English Breakfast, Ginger Tea, Hibiscus, Jasmine, Cumin Red Tea, Kenyan Black Tea, Kenyan Purple Tea, Kombucha, Lapsang Souchong, Matcha, Moroccan Mint, and today we are doing Oolong. I love Oolong teas. They are one of my favorites. And I forgot to grab my tin, so I grabbed that over here. I brought all kinds of accoutrements up here. And I'm going to try not to spill it all over my book. So let me close that for a minute. So I have made, now oolong, there are many different types of oolongs. It's a broad term. No one knows when or where it originated. Here you can see the color. They come, and the color varies. Some of the oolongs are a really almost black color. Some are really dark brown. Some are greener. It depends on how long they've been oxidized, the flavor. I mean, there are, a million different kinds of oolongs. And they have I don't know if I can describe the flavor. I mean, an oolong tastes like an oolong. There's no other tea that tastes like an oolong. It's not grassy. It's earthy. But I don't know that I can describe it because to me it's oolong tea. You know, one time I was eating some gum and they had sayings on the wrappers of the gum, and one said, try describing the flavor of bubble gum to someone who has never had bubble gum. You know, the flavor. It's like, oh, how would you do that? Because bubble gum tastes like bubble gum flavor. So, plus, eventually, you got to see my Star Trek mug. That's what this is. So today I made a High Mountain Oolong. This is from Dominion Tea and Alishan. Alisan. It's spelled a lot of different ways. It sometimes has hyphens, sometimes not. It's the danger of translating things into English from Chinese. It's many, many different ways. So your oolong teas always look the same. I mean, I guess unless it's in a tea bag and it's all chopped up. But they are curled. Now this one's a little bit greener. Some of them can be really dark brown. So they're all curled up. They allow them to oxidize and then curl them. So that's what it looks like. Now the interesting thing is, no, they do unfurl when you brew the tea. So I actually brought a teapot today so you can see. So the leaves do unfurl when they, I'll go down here like that, when they steep. So you know, not all teas do that, but these are oxidized and curled. Yep, there's twigs in there too. So it is earthy. It is very, oolongs are great. Not everybody loves oolongs. They have a lot of benefits. They have the same health benefits. People say weight loss, good for diabetes, good for blood pressure, you know, cholesterol. Tea is good. In general, if you're drinking a tea, they're generally good for you. So, and like I said, if you can't have a lot of caffeine, or you're trying to limit your caffeine, and the tea that you really like is caffeinated, you can steep it, pour it off, and steep it again. because most of the caffeine comes out in the first steeping. So that's a way to limit your caffeine. And teas like the Alishan, you can steep them 3 or 4 times. Me, I definitely do 2. I could probably do 3 with this one. It's just I have a preference on how I like my tea. All right, so they don't know where the where exactly it originated. I'm sure it's been around forever. I think it was originally called, from what I can tell, Dragon Phoenix tea. And then they changed the name later. They think that it originated from something called Dragon Phoenix tea cakes. And there's a story that tells of a man named Oolong, later corrupted to Oolong. You see where I'm going here? Who discovered oolong tea by accident when he was distracted by a deer after a hard day of tea picking, and by the time he returned to the tea, it had already started to oxidize. So you get the meaning. Oolong, Oolong, Oolong. That's how history does things, right? But it's been around forever. It comes from China generally. You should try some. You don't necessarily have to get an expensive one. Now, I don't prefer the ones in tea bags. I think you get a much better oolong from a loose leaf tea because it gives it the chance to unfurl. Tea bags, they chop them up, and I don't think you're getting the same thing with the oolong tea. I don't think you're getting the same flavor. So you definitely benefit having a loose leaf tea with this one, in my humble opinion. Okay, let's get this party started. So I apologize for not having a video last week. My mother was in the hospital. She had a toe removed, not expectedly. She's had cataract surgery, and so she's had a rough couple of months, and my father had to go out of town. I was staying with her for a week. I was staying with them for a week to help out because my mom couldn't be on her feet. So, and my dad had to get ready for band camp and stuff like that. So, I stayed with her. I stayed with them, and then I came home for a week, and we did a convention, and then I came home, packed, and went back to my mom's because my dad had to go out of town. And so I have been busy, so I apologize. I tried to get a video. I didn't even post the videos that I filmed some videos, and then I'd never posted them because I just don't have time when I'm at my parents' house. So I was gonna show you my photos. I don't know where my photos are on here. This is so sad because I'm used to an iPad. There they are. So I found this tin, and it's a Republic of Tea tin, and so I really like the colors, like the orange and the blue and the yellow and the green. So we're gonna go with these colors. It's a dragon oolong. I love dragons, if you didn't know. Oh, fun. So when I was at Gen Con, I picked up a couple more statues from my friend Butch Honick, who does sculptures. This is a butterfly wing dragon. They are cast in brass. I forget what he mixes it with. And then I also picked up a little couple of kittens. So those are new. I'll have to put those in my haul this month. But since we're talking about dragon oolongs and stuff like that, I thought I would. If you haven't seen my kitten, I got this one last year. It's a kitten and a dragon kissing. These are heavy because they are solid metal. So let's see. Let's pick out some colors, and I will be right back. Okay, I have picked out some colors. I decided to use my Ohuhu markers because I haven't used them in a while. Oops. look at them all. Here are all the colors that I have picked out based on the picture I have chosen. So, if that helps. Here we go. Let's zoom in. Where am I going to start? Oh yeah, I didn't pick tea leaf colors. But, well, that's what I can use. Okay. I was looking at the other picture and not paying attention to this picture. That's okay. You know what? We are going to do the sun. I'm going to start with the sun. We'll start with this up here. I refilled my tea because I drank it rather quickly. One of my favorite oolongs comes from Tea House, which I always have the 3 main companies that I get tea from linked in the description. I need a little test page real quick. Ooh, that's weird. So all of the color has drained out. Probably, oh wow. Oh, that's weird. Oh, son of a gun. I am an idiot. I put the wrong cap on. I put a Y1 cap back on my blender. Jeezy Pete. Okay. So that means my... There we go. Now we're straight. Gee whiz. I'm just going to stick that up there. Nothing to see here. I am perfectly normal. Well, not normal, but okay. I'm okay. We're okay. Have you ever seen Romeo and Juliet? So I picked those 2 colors. That should work. I forget what I picked this YR2 for, but we will figure that out. Oh, it's a brown. I picked these for the tea. So I'm gonna lay those down there. Okay. So we're gonna do sun. I'm gonna figure out how to do this. Start with here. So, how is everyone? Has anything exciting been going on? I hope y'all are good and getting some coloring in or watching some fun coloring videos. Oh, I gotta figure out how this goes. So it won't be these, it'll be this. I haven't had a lot of time, and I actually, other than my normal set of buddy colors with one person, with Kathy from Spicy Cat Colors, I don't have any buddy colors this month. I'm trying to do some group buddy colors. I'm trying to catch up on my journal, which I have neglected. And I'm finishing some works in progress. One thing you'll learn about Tammy is that she doesn't like acronyms very much, because I don't like to assume that everyone knows what an acronym means. That doesn't mean that I will never use an acronym. I try not to, but it happens. I think it comes from working with words so much. Being a technical writer at one point in my career, I learned about how to write for people, and as bad as this sounds, you should always write for the, I don't even know how to say it. They say you always write for the dumbest person. But that's, I mean, you know, you wouldn't say that these days. But you know what I mean. You write for the person who has the least education in their vocabulary, I guess is how you would say it. And we all don't come from the same backgrounds or areas of the world, country, state, whatever, and things change. Like, for example, my husband, who it was born in Michigan, grew up. They moved to Wisconsin when he was 6. So he grew up there, graduated from high school, and came back to Ann Arbor to go to college in Michigan. And one day I said to him, and I'm from Southern Ohio, born and raised Southern Ohio. I said to him, you and the mouse in your, you and the mouse in your pocket, or what? You know, because you say that, you know, like if someone says, we are going to go do this, and you're wondering who they're talking about besides themselves, you're like, who, you and the mouse in your pocket? So, that, he had never heard that before. Never heard that. And it just, I don't think I had thought about that. There are several things that I have said to him that he had never heard before, but that doesn't surprise me since most of my family is from Kentucky. Not that that's bad. I love it down there. It's just a different world. I mean, you know, how my grandmother grew up is really different. She was born in 1913, so that was a while ago. And I would love to know. I have so many questions sometimes, you know, to ask, and I will never get to ask them. But it is what it is. There are many stories I could tell. I could tell you about sad things that families do. I love my family, don't get me wrong. I mean, just relatives and things like that. But, you know, we've always been close to cousins, and we've spent a lot of time with the family in Kentucky. I mean, we're not very far from Kentucky. I mean, my hometown is only 26 miles from the border of Kentucky, so it's not very far. I always like to say I'm as far north as Southern can get. Look, this is going well, huh? I think I'll end up using some gold colors, and I may, am I brave enough to use acrylic paint? I bought some metallic acrylic paint colors, for a couple different reasons. Hey, I even kind of didn't slop that too bad. I love that. Oh, look at this marker, how it's drained out. That never happens. Nope, that never happens. And it didn't, because Tammy put the wrong cap back on the marker. So, I mean, that's what's been going on in my life. I was down at my mom's house, just helping her while my dad was out of town, because she had cataract surgery. She can walk now. She got her stitches out. So she's doing well. Her infection is gone. She only had to take like 6 days worth of antibiotics because they got all the infection. That was good. So she got her second eye done like a little over a week. Well, I guess it was like a week and a half after her foot surgery. And, it's like, now she can't see because when you have your cataracts done, you can't get new glasses until your eyes heal and stop changing, and that takes a few months. And so we're in the process of healing. So she can't drive. Poor thing, she's having a rough time. She can't drive. She can't see. I mean, she can see, but it's changing. They bother her. They don't bother her. You know, it's the normal thing with healing. So, you know, we'll get there. We'll get there. No worries. Do some tea leaves down here. But I should be back on schedule now. If I had a schedule, I don't know. I should be able to do regular videos now. Plus, I have some watercolor videos that I'm working on because I'm starting my collection videos. Gonna go through all of my pencils and my watercolor pencils and my everything I have, because I haven't done it since last year, and I usually do videos where I just show you everything. But this time, at least with most of the things, I'm going to actually do a picture. We're gonna color something and show you how they work, and depending on what the medium is, different techniques, because I've got colored pencils, I've got watercolor pencils, I've got crayon, you know, gel crayons, regular crayons. So I thought it would be nice because I've never done that. I don't usually do things, you know, things like that. I usually just show you what I have, and then if you have questions. But I thought it would be nice this time. I'm not going to do it every year, but I thought it would be nice this year to do that way. I mean, I've had my channel for a couple of years, and I've collected, you know, a good amount of stuff over my time. Let's see if I can really mess this up. Let's see. This will be pretty if I can get it to work. And it's watercolor summer, and I am co-hosting watercolor summer, so I'm trying to get some watercolor summer videos out there. I'm co-hosting it with Michelle from Kits and Caboodles, which is fun because I have never co-hosted a tag, especially nothing like watercolor summer, so I'm trying to do some stuff for that. Which reminds me, if I use some kind of watercolor on this, I could post it towards watercolor summer. I should go back and look and see. You know, I don't post these pictures on Instagram, and I should. I am so bad about Instagram posting. I do pictures and stuff for tags, and then I never post them. But I am so far behind. Like, I didn't do a completed pages for June. I just did them all for July, and I have the video. I just need to put it together and post it. So let's see. Let's color the tea. I picked out some colors, I think, for the tea, and it's gonna be kind of the tea is gonna be kind of multicolored. Let's see if I can make this work. Make it look like actual oolong tea. So have you guys been trying anything new? Any new teas? Have you taken up bungee jumping? You know, what's been going on in your lives? I still marvel at the fact that I'm so busy, and I don't know how people with kids do it, because I have no time. I have no time as it is. But I appreciate everyone's support. I'm working on getting 2,000 subscribers, which is cool. I've got like 300 to go. So I'm trying to I mean, I never had a goal. I don't really have a goal. I just do this for fun. I just put stuff out there. And if people want to watch it, they watch it. You know, I'm trying to help people answer questions that I had questions about when I was starting. There, that's not bad. Now I gotta figure out what color to make the scoop. I gotta figure out what color to make that and those. Boy, I have so much to do. Why don't we, let's see. We'll make this blue. We're just gonna make a command decision, right? I have been largely pleased with these pictures. Like, I have done more work on these videos, I think, than I have done any other set of videos that I have done, because I have to come up with colors and stuff like that, and I don't normally. I'm trying to get more comfortable with doing everything like on camera. It's still hard because you have to think about so many things, and my brain just goes back and forth, and I'm still not allowing myself to sit in color. Tell my husband I need therapy to allow myself to relax. Sometimes I feel like, wow, Tammy, you've taken a hobby that you enjoy and that is fun, and you've turned it into a job. But it's not really. I don't post anything. That's why I never have a regular schedule, because I don't want it to be a job. Because this is fun, right? And I love seeing other people's stuff. I love watching completed pages. I like seeing people's hauls, although I shouldn't watch them. I'm hoping that in August, I think in August, I have bought a lot less so far. Which is cool, because I need to start saving some money. I have a lot of stuff. That's partly why I'm doing my collection videos and using the media and talking about it. I mean, when I do my colored pencils, I'm actually we're going to talk about them and color with them, because I love colored pencils and I collect them. I'm not a hardcore collector, obviously, because I tend to not buy sets that I feel like are repeated, but I find myself wanting to. I find myself wanting to buy all the budget sets just so I can compare them all and answer all the questions I've ever had, and or that anyone has. And I think right now, my coloring corner with Renee is probably the only one that can answer all the questions, because she has the most pencils, as far as I know, and she does a really good job of showing people those pencils. Let's see, am I still in? This is gonna be a pretty picture when I get it done. I just gotta figure out what gold I'm gonna use on the top. I think the teapot is going to be like a clay color, like an orange terracotta. I think that's what I'm leaning towards. All right, and I have been sloppy, but that's okay. Maybe we'll fix it. I don't know. So that's what's going on right now. Let me go over here and do this. really, this won't be a hard page. I just got to figure out my pots. Here, I've got some red. I've got some light blue. We'll see. This may come out a lot different than what I'm thinking it will now. But anyway, let me use some of my colors and see what I want to do, and I will come back when I have it done. All right, friends. So we have completed the picture. I have completed the picture. This is what it looks like. So I used 2 different things because I was experimenting. I used this Deco Art metallic, dazzling metallic Emperor's Gold for this. So you can see the shine there. And then for these, I actually used my Winsor & Newton gold ink that I have. And it worked rather well. I'm still learning to be neat, but I didn't do too bad. So that is what this week's picture looks like, or what I came up with for this picture. So next week, we are doing Orange Pico. That'll be interesting. We're getting there. I don't know how many are left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 left. So, boy, I'm gonna have a completed book. That's really cool. So I'll just move my blotter sheet, and thank you for watching. I hope y'all have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Oh, and one more thing. You get to see my Star Trek mug. Because I drank all my tea, so, you know, it's original series. Anyway, that's the bonus. You get to see my Star Trek mug. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.